Season 3, The Krobo Totem, Royal Python. The Krobo kingdom was bustling with activity as the king and sub-chiefs gathered to discuss the way forward. The population was growing and the caves were becoming cramped. One of the sub-chiefs spoke up.
My lord, we need a bigger space than these caves. The neighboring communities have fled their lands, leaving them vacant. Perhaps we could possess those lands and build a new home.
The paramount chief was protective of his people and hesitant to risk their lives. But after much deliberation, they agreed to send a spy to observe the land and report back. The sub-chief, determined to prove himself, volunteered to send his most trusted warrior. Days passed, and the warrior failed to return. The Krobo kingdom grew worried, and the paramount chief called for another meeting.
We must decide whether to go in search of him or let sleeping dogs lie,
he said. But the sub-chief, who sent the warrior, was resolute.
I will go after him,
he declared.
I will not rest until I find out what has happened to him.
The paramount chief disagreed, but the sub-chief was determined. He performed a ritual, pouring libation and calling upon his ancestors for guidance and protection. My ancestors, you who fought bravely in your time, I seek your guidance and protection on this journey. Lead me, direct my path, and teach me how to hide from my enemies. With a deep breath, the sub-chief descended the mountain, navigating the treacherous terrain with caution. Suddenly, a royal python dropped from a tree ahead of him. As a skilled hunter, he chased after the python, and to his surprise, it led him to a vast, empty land. He followed the python, marveling at its seemingly deliberate path. As he journeyed deeper into the land, he stumbled upon his missing warrior, who was equally surprised to see him. I was successful in my mission, but I got lost in the forest, the warrior explained. The sub-chief quickly provided him with food and water, and they planned their escape. Just as they were about to leave, they sensed movement in the bush. It was the same royal python. This evil snake led me off my path, the warrior exclaimed. But the sub-chief saw something different.
This is no ordinary snake,
he said.
Let us follow it.
They chased after the python, which led them through the dense forest, finally emerging onto a plain ground near the Krobo mountain. As they approached home, the royal python slowed down, and the sub-chief, with a gentle touch, carried it and wrapped it around his shoulder. Back on the mountain, the community was frantic with worry. The paramount chief had called for a roll call of all soldiers, preparing for war if the sub-chief did not return. But as they arrived home, the sub-chief narrated their incredible journey. And the Krobo people prepared a feast of mashed yam and oil for the royal python. The men returned to their families, who had prepared a feast of roasted meat and steaming vegetables. They celebrated their safe arrival, singing and dancing around the fire, their voices and laughter carrying into the night. The next morning, the paramount chief declared, "Henceforth, no one must kill a royal python. It is our totem, a deity that has guided us to our new home. We shall call it Nana, meaning grandma." The Krobo people rejoiced, and their new stage of life began as they prepared to migrate to their new home in the valley, surrounded by majestic mountains. The story of the royal python's role in leading the Krobo people to their new home would be told for generations to come, a testament to the power of nature and the wisdom of their ancestor. Kindly subscribe to Fresh Dreamz TV channel on YouTube as we navigate the entire story season by season.